Hello, my name is Brianna French, and this is my postpartum assessment. So I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands here and knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Hi, Jane. My name is Brianna. I'm here to do your assessment, to get an assessment and get your vital signs. How are you doing? And she says, I'm doing great. I feel really good. My labor and delivery, I'm glad that's over. Oh yeah, I'm sure. How have you been feeling, and are you having any pain right now? And she says, no pain, everything's going really good. I just had some ibuprofen. All right, great. Have you had a bowel movement? And she says, no, I haven't had a bowel movement. And okay, well, we can go ahead and get you some Colace for that, okay? Have you been to the bathroom recently at all? And she says, yep, and I just went and it's in the hat. Have you noticed any large clots or anything like that? Anything about the size of an egg or anything abnormally large? And she says, no, I've just been consistently bleeding. Okay, Jane, well, I'm just gonna start by getting your vital signs. I'm gonna check your breasts for any heat or just signs of mastitis. And how's the breastfeeding been going? She says it's going really good. The baby latches perfectly. This is my second kid, so I know what I'm doing. Great, good. Well, if you need any education on that or any support with the breastfeeding, we'll definitely we'll get you that information and help you out in any way we can. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start by getting vital signs on her, and I washed my hands already, and I'm gonna check her last name and birthday, and she says it's Jane Doe, 1/10/1988. And okay, so let's just go ahead and get your vital signs. Have you noticed any changes in your vision or in anything like that with your senses, or have you noticed any tingling in your feet or hands at all? And I just kind of do a neuro assessment on her. She's obviously she's not unconscious. She's talking. She's with it. She can tell me her last name and birthday. She can tell me what time her baby was born, so she's pretty aware and she's feeling good. She's conscious, and her temperature is good. It was 99. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and get a blood pressure. So I wrap it up. I squeeze my cup up. Put my earphones on. Squeeze my cup. All right, 132/74. Do you know what your blood pressure was before and you delivered when you were pregnant? And she says it was about that. It was good, and it was in normal range. So her blood pressure has been in normal range. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and listen to her heart rate and get her respiration. So I'm just gonna go ahead and listen here, Jane. And I do this for 30 seconds. So did it for 30 seconds and it's 64 heart rate. And then I just listened to her respirations too for 30 seconds. Those are normal, 16. She said she had no pain, blood pressure. And then I put my little oxygen saturation on her finger. Looks like your oxygen is great, 98. All right, Jane, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and get my gloves on, and I'm just gonna check your breasts for any tenderness or anything like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I want to take a look at your nipples and make sure that they're not dry or cracked or anything abnormal going on. So I'm just gonna take a little peek. And I look down and they look great. They're not compromised or anything, but I would offer her lanolin if they were cracked or something that would help with healing up the dryness on the nipples. So now I'm just gonna take the back of my hand and press. Doesn't feel warm at all. I don't feel anything abnormal. She says her milk's coming in great. No tenderness. She doesn't complain. You're not feeling any tenderness or anything? Okay, good. Good. I'm just going to go ahead and look down here. I'm going to check your incision. If she had a C-section, this might be a good time to check the incision. Make sure that while I'm checking her fundus, making sure that it's at the belly button or below. If it's above the belly button, that's probably not a good sign. She might have a full bladder. If it's put off to the right, if the uterus has any like uterine atony, is that word? Then it might be boggy and soft and just not contracting as much as we would like to. So, but I can feel that it's midline. I see it's midline. The top is near the umbilicus, and it's not veering off to the right or left. So that's really good. And the technique I want to use for this is just kind of placing the back of my hand here to prevent uterine expulsion or prolapse. The word, yeah, uterine. So then while I'm doing this, I want to pull down her underwear, and I'm just going to check what her Loki looks good. Looks really good, normal color. And then while I'm doing this, I'm checking the fundus. I'm checking to see if more blood is coming out and just for my documentation. So feels like it's good. It's in good shape. I look at the Loki. It looks normal, good colors, normal clotting. I've checked her. If this is a C-section, I'm going to go ahead and do my Rita. Redness, checking for redness. Edema, is it swollen? Ecchymosis, that's that bruising or anything that could be happening there. Drainage, and make sure that it's approximated and it's healing nicely. So look, it's none of those signs, and it's looking good. Looks like your incision is healing really well. I'm just going to go ahead and listen. Go ahead and take my gloves off here for this part. Then I'm going to listen to your bowel movement, your digestive tract. Just make sure everything's moving along fully. And like I said earlier, offer her a stool softener if she needs it. I listen to all 4 quadrants. There should be bowel sounds between every 5 and 15 seconds. And I'm hearing that. It's good. She's had gas. She's moving along. Okay, so now you had an episiotomy, you said? Okay. Yep, so I'm just going to go ahead and check your bottom for that. Just see how that's healing. Well, if this was a vaginal, then I'd check her episiotomy. So I'm just going to go ahead and get new gloves on. Hand sanitizer, and then new gloves for that. And what was your baby's name? Just make small talk with her. Help her be at ease and kind of just talk her through it so she's not thinking about, make small talk. So you have other kids? Questions like that. Oh, you're from, if she's from a different country, just ask her about any cultural preferences at this point too. Okay, so we did breast, we did uterus, bowel, bladder, Loki, edema. Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and check your episiotomy. So I'll just have you turn over. And here again, I'm gonna be checking for Rita. Same thing as before: redness, edema, ecchymosis, the bruising, drainage, and approximation. And I can see it looks good. She says it's good. I've already asked her about her pain, so she's not having any pain, and so I'm gonna just go ahead and check for any edema and any issues on the lower extremities of your legs. And so sanitize again. I don't see any edema. It's not shiny. They're not hot to the touch. They look great. I check Homan's sign if I would like to check for any DVTs and anything like that. There's no pain. She reports no pain during that examination. And then I check her emotional status. So how are you feeling? Do you have a lot of support at home? Do you have a husband who can be there with you? She says, yes, my mom's great. I'm feeling good. I'm so happy because this is a boy and my first one was a girl. Oh, you guys, would you like me to bring her in? And she says, yeah, I really want to see her. I want to breastfeed and just snuggle with my baby. So that would be the bonding and the emotional side that I'm checking for. All right, well, I'm just going to wash my hands here. Go ahead and do that. And I will go get your baby and just make sure that, when we bring your baby in, we check their armband and your armband to make sure that, you know, we have the right child. And then also just make sure that anybody taking your baby out of the room has a badge like our badge. It's a locked unit, so your husband has a badge, but just ensure that she understands why we have those preventative measures and what the tags are for, and that we do take it very seriously. So, all right, that is my postnatal care video. Thank you.